I am extremely proud to be a dairyman. I always wanted to be involved on a dairy with my grandpa and my dad, and it's always been a dream of mine. I eat the same yogurt you eat, the same milk consumers drink. I feed my kids as well, and it's just as important to me to put a good product on that table, knowing it came from a good community of dairymen that work hard. We do everything we possibly can to make sure it's a quality product.
Oh, you caught me in a good mood. I finally got my dream team. Agri-Service now carries the Rogator 700. It's easy to maneuver with 165 horsepower, great fuel economy, and the smart drive system. Pair that with the bad boy tractors, my Massey Ferguson 8600 series, and I got power, comfort, technology, and pure performance that no other tractor can match. You want more information? You go to agri-service.com or visit one of their 10 locations near you.
This is my classroom. This is my laboratory. These are my school supplies. This is my study group. And this is my career. North Idaho College. Start here, go anywhere.
By me. I'm #1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm #1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am the king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
Hey, common sense.
Whoa. Why so slow?
Got internet from the phone company?
And the more things we turn on, the slower everything goes.
No, DSL might have been okay in the past, but not anymore. The more tablets, laptops, and smartphones you have, the more you need the speed of Cable One high-speed internet.
Yeah, I think we've reached a new low and slow.
Yeah. Cable One, it's just common sense.
Congrats. Proud of you. Congratulations. Nice job.
Thanks.
4 out of 5 Idaho adults choose to live life tobacco-free. Way to go, Idaho.
Visit projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Good morning, Grinstitute team. What do we got?
We're eliminating surprise costs by avoiding jargon between our plans, dentists, and patients.
Lovely. Martinez, go.
Ease of access. Telephone answer rates down to 12 seconds.
Thomas?
We're getting Idaho's kids psyched for their very first dental visit. Meet the Grinbot. Maybe I'll keep working on that.
Keep perfecting. Partners in lifelong dental care. We're there.
Well, your child is almost ready for driving in the big league. And that means you're ready for us. Contact a friendly agent today, and we'll show you the kind of service, support, and discounts you'll tell a friend about. Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Idaho. We know Idaho. We grew up here.
Hi, Mario and Buddy at Teton Volkswagen. We have a great selection of Volkswagen compacts, sedans, SUVs, and classic Beetles. At Teton, you'll find vehicles with a host of state-of-the-art features that'll turn heads. Stop in and get all the information you need, meet our no-hassle sales team, finish your research with a test drive, And thanks again from me, Buddy, and all the folks at the new Teton Volkswagen, Highway 15 and Sunnyside Road in Idaho Falls.
IdahoSports.com, Idaho's leader in online high school sports information, welcomes you to tonight's Game Streams broadcast of East Idaho basketball, presented by the United Dairymen of Idaho. Tonight, it's East Idaho Game Night, presented by Sportsline on Local News 8, IdahoSports.com, and Z103, Idaho's #1 hit music channel. Tonight's 5A High Country Conference matchup features the Idaho Falls Tigers versus the Skyline Grizzlies, live from the Tiger Den at Idaho Falls High School.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Tiger Den at Idaho Falls High School. This is IdahoSports.com Game Streams presented by the United Dairymen of Idaho, alongside my broadcast partner, Jacob Zarpentine. My name is Sven Elskog, and we're here for some rivalry basketball action as the Skyline Grizzlies travel in here to Idaho Falls High School to square off with the Tigers. The Grizzlies come into this one 12-1 overall, 4-1 in the conference, number 5 ranked team in the most recent 5A media poll. And on the other side of things, Howard Hart's Idaho Falls Tigers have struggled to a 5-9 mark on the season, 0-5 in the conference. And Jacob, let's talk about some of the players to watch for both sides.
Yeah, let's start with Skyline Grizzlies. J.J. Ely, watching him in warm-ups, man, you watch out, he's a high flyer, ready to go. Like Sven said, Skyline 12-1, 4-1 in the conference. Their only loss coming to #1 ranked Highland. So they're doing quite well throughout the season. I think this rematch coming up against Highland will be a really good test for them. Head coach is Clint Cornish. Last game, 52-44 over Rigby. A little bit of a low-scoring game for them, led by Mason Baker with 24 points and his brother Tyson Baker with 11. They average a little under 70 points per game, so they're going to put up some big points. They put up 98 points against Bonneville High School earlier in the season. Definitely tonight, they can't avoid a letdown against these Idaho Falls Tigers. It's a massive rivalry game, probably one of the best atmospheres I've been to as a high school, especially here in Idaho Falls. They beat Idaho Falls before earlier in the season, December 19th, 71-56, led by Mason Baker's 35 points. Idaho Falls Tigers 5-9 on the season, 0-5 in conference. Their last game pulled out an overtime victory against Blackfoot, led by Connor Cammack with 18 points and Zach Bowser with 11 points. Now they average around 55 points per game, so they're more of a defensive-oriented team. I really think if they want to win tonight, they're going to have to keep it in the low scoring. If Skyline can get off to good runs and make it high pointage, it's going to be difficult for them to beat them.
And you talk about players on both sides. J.J. Ely is going to be the key cock for Skyline, I think, here tonight, and for Idaho Falls. Connor Cammack, he's a 6'5" senior, and he's able to drive the ball to the rack as well as take long-distance shots. So Cammack is a player that can really keep Idaho Falls in this game, and he's done it multiple times throughout his high school career. Yeah, as well as scoring, he's going to have to be a slasher and a passer out. If Skyline knows him well, they know he's their best player, so they're going to try to contain him and have other Idaho Falls players be the main contributors tonight. And as we mentioned, this is an Idaho Falls team that has struggled over the last few seasons. They've got a new head coach, though, this year, Howard Hart, and he's turned it around a little bit. They've got more wins this season, and they're trying to finish strong in the 5A conference this season out here in East Idaho. Take a look at the conference standings for the 5A District 5 and 6. Highland 5-0, they lead the conference. Skyline 4-1, their only loss coming to Highland. Hillcrest at 3-2, Madison at 2-3. Bonneville is 1-4, and
Hey, common sense.
Whoa, why so slow?
Got internet from the phone company?
And the more things we turn on, the slower everything goes.
No, DSL might have been okay in the past, but not anymore. The more tablets, laptops, and smartphones you have, the more you need the speed of Cable One high-speed internet.
Yeah, I think we've reached a new low and slow.
Yeah.
Cable One. It's just common sense.
Starting lineups are being announced right now on the floor. Let's run over both of those. First for visiting Skyline Grizzlies and their head coach, Clint Cornish. Tyson Baker, Caleb Campbell, Christian Dean, Mason Baker, and J.J. Eli, the five out there for Cornish. And for Howard Hart's Idaho Falls Tigers, Adam Craig, Connor Cammack, Zach Bowser, Chase Peterson, and Holden Jones. As you'll notice in this game, the tallest player on the floor will be a 6'5" Connor Cammack, and he's not really going to play down low. So this is going to be a game where the guards really have to step up big.
A nice, a cool, interesting tradition we were told for Skyline. They don't cheer student section-wise until the 10th point is scored, and then after that they go crazy. But these student sections, as you can see, just packed and full. It's great to see that atmosphere in Idaho basketball, and I'm excited for this matchup tonight.
Skyline and Idaho Falls, whether they get together on the gridiron or here on the basketball court, you know it's going to be a hard-fought contest. That's something that Idaho Falls looks to do here tonight against the number 5 team in the state of Idaho. Tip easily controlled there by Skyline. J.J. Eli was the one that got that ball to Mason Baker. He'll set up the offense for the Grizzlies. Eli at the free throw line. Outside Campbell. Now reset. Eli going to work. Short jumper off the backboard and out of bounds. It'll go off of Skyline's Campbell. So Idaho Falls will now have their first possession of the game. And as you mentioned, straight across from us, a jam-packed student section for both Skyline and Idaho Falls. And they're making noise early in this game. Bowser, pass taken right away. Here comes Tyson Baker and the Skyline Grizzlies the other way. Dribbling with the left hand, switches to the right, kiss off the glass. Tyson Baker's got the first points of the game.
Expect Idaho Falls defense to be quite well tonight. It's their offense. They have to determine the flow of the game. That's what's going to decide the win for them.
Three-pointer in the near side. Cammack, offensive rebound. Holden Jones tries to go up. Shot rejected. Grabs the ball again. He is fouled on the second attempt. So Holden Jones, a 6'3" senior, to the free throw line. This is where Idaho Falls is really going to have to step up in this game at the charity stripe when Skyline gives them the free chances.
You know, what do they want to do deciding the tempo? Are they going to be fast? Are they going to be slow? History has been told they like to slow it down a little bit, not a lot of fast break. I think if they cause a lot of fouls, like they did during this possession, got to make their free throws, though.
As you mentioned, the first one from Jones was short, and last season with John Tucker at the patrols on the sideline for Idaho Falls, they were run and gun. A little bit different this year, but they've got some of the players that were able to execute that, as the second free throw is also missed from Jones. Mason Baker, one of the Baker brothers, Mason and Tyson, both in the starting lineup here tonight. That's Mason with the ball, drives the right hand, shot up a little bit too hard, and he'll head to the free throw line on the foul. Adam Craig will pick it up, his first team foul, number 1 for Idaho Falls.
Calm and collected junior and Mason Baker I like just watching these first couple of minutes, his composure, not scared at all, not anxious. I mean, he's played enough varsity games to know what to expect, and probably definitely enough of these rivalry games to kind of take that anxiety off, although I don't think you can take all of it off during these games.
As he misses the first free throw short, the second one is good. So the Baker brothers have the first points of the game for Skyline. 3-0 Grizzlies, 6.5 minutes to go in the first. Sven Elskog alongside Jacob Zarpatine here for IdahoSports.com. And a double dribble is going to be called in the front court. That's Connor Cammack turning it over for Idaho Falls. Remember, this is part of the East Idaho Game Night series on IdahoSports.com, brought to you by Local News 8 Sportsline and Z103. It's a double East Idaho Game Night. We're also at Mackey and Butte County tonight. Matt Harris and Paul Kingsbury bringing it to you live from Arco. That pass is picked off by Craig, and he's going to be fouled right away. So Idaho Falls will take it out from behind the basket. A little bit of pressure from Skyline, but they're content to let Idaho Falls go right past the midcourt stripe. Inside, Cammack going to take another shot. Going straight at his defender, Caleb Campbell goes up, and the shot falls. Connor Cammack to the free throw line for the and one opportunity.
And I saw him warming up, and he really liked those close to the free throw line, a couple feet away from him shots. Felt very comfortable in warm-ups doing those. Great job of keeping control, taking the contact, getting the three-point play.
Substitution for Skyline, Luke Martin. He'll replace Caleb Campbell, who has 2 fouls. Just over 2 minutes to go in this, or 2 minutes into this first quarter, pardon me. Big loss for Skyline. He'll have to take a seat for a little bit here. Make sure he doesn't get that 3rd foul in the first half. Knotted up at 3, 5.5 minutes to go in the first. Skyline with the basketball. Eli up with the shot. Off the mark, rebound, Holden Jones. Into the front court now, Craig. Tight defense being applied by Baker. And Baker's going to force the turnover and be fouled quickly. Randy Ivey puts up the hand to make the call. Good veteran officiating crew here on it tonight. Nothing more that you would expect out of a rivalry basketball game. You got to put the best that you have, and that's exactly what District 6 has done here tonight. High intensity to be expected in this one. That shot put up, that's Tyson Baker. He's got 4. Strong start for him. Cammack will possess the basketball straight away. Craig defended by Mason Baker now. Bowser. Cammack drives, tries to split a threesome of Skyline Grizzlies. He'll turn the basketball over. Here comes Eli. Interior pass goes off the backboard. Ball corralled by Bowser. So another turnover for Skyline. Struggling in the early going on the offensive side of the basketball. Three-pointer up. That's Adam Craig. Nothing but net. Triple for Idaho Falls. They lead 6-5.
And they got a little bit of taste of that lead. Let's see how much they want it and want to keep it.
Tyson Baker again, triple. Tyson Baker, hard to stop in the early going. He's got 7 of the 8 points for Clint Cornish's Skyline Grizzlies. 8-6, 3:52 to go in the first. Strong drive by Craig. He's fouled. He'll head to the free throw line. Remember, you can send in your shout-outs webcast at IdahoSports.com. Tell us where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, or if you're an alumni of either of these schools, let us know that too, as well as the year. You can also follow us on Twitter at Idaho Sports or like us on Facebook. Plenty of options to get involved with the broadcast here tonight. Craig makes his first free throw substitution for Idaho Falls. Sawyer Storms makes his first appearance. He's one of the better players in this conference, coming off the bench as a 6th man.
Yeah, and watching him with warm-ups as well, very athletic.
Drive to the rack, off the glass. And the shot is good on that one. Christian Dean. Dean forces the turnover on the other end, gets to Eli, crosses midcourt, driving straight to the rack, splits all the Idaho Falls defenders. The dunk caroms off. Eli will drive right again, not deterred. He's fouled. He'll enter the free throw line. J.J. Eli. And you know, when you miss a dunk like that, sometimes you can get a little disgruntled, but Eli said, you know what, I'm going right back to the basket.
Man, great effort by him. I didn't realize he got up there quick and just went for that dunk. Great recognition of realizing it didn't go in, getting in good position. Also, great job by Skyline of getting the ball back. Awareness on the court of who is open.
And the free throw off the mark from Eli. Rebound, Idaho Falls. That's Zach Bowser with the basketball, defended by Luke Martin for Skyline. Idaho Falls kicking it around the arc. Trying to find a good shot, trailing 12-7. There it is, three-pointer, Connor Cammack. Back and forth we go at the three-point contest. Cammack has 6. Quick move the other way. Tyson Baker, he's going to be fouled. The violation will be called on the floor. 4th team foul for the Tigers, so both teams with 4 now. That one was picked up by Cammack, his first. Tyson Baker to inbound, finds a wide open man. That's his brother Mason. Nothing but net in the three-point corner here on the near side.
You got to
get ourselves a three-point contest going on right now.
We do, but you got to get an eye on Tyson Baker at all times over in the offensive part. If you leave him open, he's going to shoot it, and most of the time he's going to make it.
Chase Peterson driving with reckless abandon to the rack there. He'll be fouled by J.J. Eli. Actually, it looks like the official gave the foul to Christian Dean there. That's his second. Team foul number 5.
I like the way Idaho Falls is attacking the paint. They're already causing Skyline players to be in foul trouble.
It's exactly what you got to do when you're going up against a team with as much talent as Skyline has, as Brendan Resendez enters the floor for Idaho Falls for the first time. Second one is also good from Chase Peterson. Some more fresh legs for Howard Hart. Corey Thompson. As the Tigers try and keep up with Skyline, a team that is really well conditioned. They like to run. And they've got the athleticism to do it. Eli, long three-pointer. Rebound, Resendez. Pardon me, the rebound was Thompson. Foul in the front court.
Skyline's not going to sub too much, about a 7-man roster with that 7-man coming in sparingly.
15-12 is your score. Skyline in the lead. 2:27 to go in the first quarter. This is East Idaho Game Night on idahosports.com, brought to you by Local News 8 Sportsline and Z103. Idaho's hit music leader. Long three-pointer there off the mark from Mason Baker. Rebound, Cammack. Eli, tight defense against his man Storms. Idaho Falls being swarmed every time one of their players touches the basketball, but a foul will be picked up there on the floor.
I like the way Idaho Falls is being patient on offense, taking what they get, drawing those fouls. Already 16 fouls, 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
So with the next foul, Idaho Falls will be in the single bonus. That one is picked up by Mason Baker. Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Idaho Falls there. Another substitution, Zach Bowser. And you're seeing this every time there's a dead ball. Howard Hart is getting fresh legs on the floor. He's got a 9-man rotation, and he's trying to make full use of it.
I think he knows how fast Skyline likes to play. Doesn't want to get caught in the conditioning game. Thompson took a look at a three. Elects to instead give it to Connor Cammack. He goes up off the back rim.
foul down low. There's a little bit of a football tackle takes place. That'll go against Skyline. Another foul on the Grizzlies. That's their 7th team foul. And picking that one up, McKay Harding, his first. First free throw from Sawyer Storms is good. Can routinely see Storms in double figures for Idaho Falls coming off the bench as their 6th man. Second one is also good.
And it's valuable to have a player such as Storms coming off the bench, being able to still score points and play great defensive-minded basketball, even though he's not starting.
Tyson and Mason Baker on the wing right now. Tyson with the basketball. He's defended by Zach Bowser, goes right at him. And another foul on the floor. This one will be against Idaho Falls, their 6th team foul. So both teams, when the next foul comes up, will be in the single bonus. As you mentioned, 1 minute and 10 seconds still remains in the first. This game has gotten physical, and it's done so early. Three-pointer in the far side corner. Mason Baker rattles out. Here comes Idaho Falls. Connor Cammack trying to go to work against Eli. Behind the back, lay off the glass. Connor Cammack, beautiful move. Eli will try to respond after Cammack took him to school, so to speak, on the other end of the floor. Beautiful move. Eli drives, goes against a pair. He lays it in. Back and forth we go. Heading to the free throw line will be J.J. Eli with a 17-16 lead. 40.3 seconds to go in the first. Grizzlies on top. First one, the and one for Eli is nothing but net. The 6'1" senior. He's a real difference maker. Every team that's going to compete in 5A has got to have one of those kind of players. That's exactly what Eli brings to the table.
And you see a lot of players when they go up and get contact in the fouls, they kind of throw up a wild shot. The 3 by Cammack. Eli stopped.
Cammack again, Jacob. Wow. Eli the other way and lays it in off the glass. He's got 7 and he's heating up in a hurry.
And he's just one of those players that looks for contact. He knows he wants it because he knows he can finish strong, as evidenced with already 2 and 1s in the game. Getting easy shots so far today.
Under 5 seconds remaining now in the quarter. Cammack, another 3, and he nails it. Connor Cammack, an outstanding first quarter of play. He's got 14. And the Idaho Falls Tigers lead the Skyline Grizzlies here at home, 22-20. We're going to take a break and be back for more. You're watching IdahoSports.com.
Mario with Buddy here at Teton Volkswagen. Buddy gets tailwagon excited about the Volkswagen Jetta. It's a great value because they're superior German engineering at a low price. They're fuel efficient with all kinds of cool stuff like clean diesel, plenty of trunk space, even little touches like heated outside mirrors, and the Jetta has a no-charge scheduled maintenance plan. Check it out with your no-problem dealership, Teton Volkswagen in Idaho Falls.
IdahoSports.com is Idaho's online leader in high school sports information. The score after a quarter of play, Idaho Falls 20 and Idaho Falls 22 and Skyline 20. If you're thinking of building a home anytime this year, now is the time to secure financing at Beehive Credit Union. Beehive is the #1 mortgage lender in Madison County, and their main goal is to save you money. Competitive rates? Yes. Qualified loan officers? Yes. Call Beehive at 656-1000 to speak with a loan officer and to get your construction loan now. Visit beehive.org/loans. DSC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 712470. I think that first quarter might have surprised some people, but in a rivalry game such as this. We saw it last week with Snake River and Shelley. You never know what you're going to get from a team on any given night, and that's exactly what's happened here for Idaho Falls.
Especially when the team that hasn't been playing as well is at home. I mean, the confidence and the motivation to beat a team as Skyline playing so well, their effort is on par tonight.
Idaho Falls starts this second quarter with the basketball. They've had plenty of good shots to this point of the game. Another foul on the floor, and that's huge. Both teams are already in the single bonus as we just began this second quarter 27 seconds ago. That one's picked up by Sean Storms for Skyline, who's just entered the floor. 8th team foul for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and Skyline has at least 2 or 3 players already in foul trouble with 2.
Free throw too hard from Sawyer Storms. Rebound stolen away by Campbell there. Skyline will try and set up the offense. Campbell inside, nice move by Carson Lott. Lots of new players out there for Skyline right now. Campbell in the far side corner, 3 off the mark. Rebound Storms. Now Cammack with it. Zach Bowser with a 3, short. Rebound Lott. Idaho Falls, lots of 3-pointers to this point. And they've made the majority of them. That's why they have a 2-point lead. They're going to try the trifecta this many times. You got to have success with it. And Idaho Falls is going to need 4 quarters of success to hang with Skyline, the number 5 team in the state, for this 5A classification, according to the most recent media poll, which came out yesterday. Drive by Campbell. He finds Lott. Drives under, tries to do the wraparound. Offensive rebound, stolen away though by Cammack. Now Bowser with it in Idaho Falls. Will again have the basketball. They lead by 2, 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the first half. And a travel, so a turnover. Skyline will have it, and some fresh legs on the floor. Christian Dean as well as Mason Baker. Skyline dribbling it around. Far side corner, Dean inside the 3-point arc. And an offensive foul. Somebody pushed off for Skyline.
Seems like everybody on the Skyline team is confident in their shooting ability no matter where they are. Skyline puts on a little full court trap.
Hard drive by Sawyer Storms, and we've really seen the impact that he can make in this first half. Again, heading to the free throw line. Hasn't been able to convert the majority of those free throw attempts, but he'll have some more chances now.
Yeah, and overall they've been doing an all right job. Still maintaining the lead with 2 points. And if you're Skyline, if you want to go for those steals, that kind of a ball hawking defense, you got to be careful because as of right now, you're getting called with a lot of fouls so far.
First free throw is missed by Storms, and a foul picked up in the backcourt by Idaho Falls. Neither team has scored yet to this point in the first quarter or the second quarter. Tyson Baker free throw line jumper rattles out. Vying for the offensive rebound was his brother Mason. It'll head out of bounds off his hand. So the Tigers again with the basketball. Neither team having any success on offense in the second after 42 combined points took place in the first. Quite a turnaround in the action on the floor.
And both defense have the time to settle down. Nice shot by Bowser.
Good old broadcaster jinx right when we mentioned it. Idaho Falls gets some points on the board of their own. Beautiful shot. That's Mason Baker on the jumper. 6 points now for him. Him and his brother Tyson have combined for 13 of those 22 points. That one's up again. Connor Cammack. Now Eli trying to respond. Off the glass, offensive rebound, Dean. Almost a turnover. Eli, though, comes up with it. He's at the three-point arc. Pass out to Baker. Long side three-pointer. That's Mason Baker. 9 points for him. 26-25, Idaho Falls. 4 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is IdahoSports.com game streams. Cammack, three-pointer off the rim. Rebound Dean. Here comes Skyline storming up the floor. Eli passes to Tyson Baker off the glass. He also has 9. And Howard Hart is going to call a timeout and try and regroup the troops. We'll take it with them. You're watching IdahoSports.com. Idaho Falls with the basketball out of the timeout. Called by their head coach, Howard Hart. Quickly turns it over. And another turnover as Adam Craig picks it off. So not a good way to come out of the timeout for either team as they toss it right back and forth. Cammack, hard drive. He'll kick out. Peterson, dribble drive. Here comes Craig going straight against Eli. Shot off the backboard. The official puts up his hand. Another foul down low. This will be against Idaho Falls. Scoreboard operator had already put the foul up there for Skyline, and the official quickly said, no, that one is on Idaho Falls, so the Grizzlies will head to the free throw line in the form of Christian Dean.
Yeah, and I think they got Holden Jones just with a little push-off.
That's Jones's second foul. 8th team foul for Idaho Falls. Skyline has 9. Next foul for the Grizzlies will put Idaho Falls in the double bonus. 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. First free throw from Dean is nothing but net. He's got 3. 6'3" junior. Second free throw just as good as the first for Christian Dean. Idaho Falls going to have to respond to this mini run over the last couple of minutes for Skyline, 29-26. Grizzlies lead. Craig looks at a shot. He'll pass out to Cammack, just past the free throw line. Rattles out, rebound Dean.
And when Idaho Falls is hot, Cammack is hot, and he's cold from the field right now. And as evidence, so is their offense. Got to get him back in a rhythm, and it'll get his offensive players back with the rhythm as well.
Eli walks with the basketball, trying to get around his defender, Chase Peterson, who has shut him down for this second quarter after Eli really excelled in the first with 7 points. Cammack left wide open from long distance. Connor Cammack is on absolute fire. 19 points in the first half of play alone. Dean's going to try a three himself. That one's also good. Skyline saying, if you're going to put up some threes, we're going to try the same thing. To show you why, we're the number 5 team in the state of Idaho. 32-29, they lead. 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the second quarter.
And everybody on the court for Skyline has range. They can shoot anywhere on the court, which is such a deadly advantage that you can have as a team, especially in 5A range.
Idaho Falls will take the ball from behind their basket. Cammack into Resendez. Trying to go to work against Mason Baker. He'll give it right back to Cammack, who will set up the offense for Idaho Falls. A little bit of isolation now for the Tigers. They'll pass it out. That Storms from long distance off the back rim. Rebound Dean. Dean having one of his best games for Skyline here in the first half. Mason Baker, near side corner. That's Campbell. He'll get it out to Mason. Inside it goes. That's Tyson Baker. That also off the back rim. Rebound Cammack. Here comes Idaho Falls, trailing by 3. Minute and 15 to go in the half. Slinging it around the arc. And a traveling violation. Sawyer Storms. Minute and 5 seconds to go in this half. Idaho Falls hanging tough with Skyline. Great effort in this first half. Eli is going to drive against 2 Idaho Falls defenders. He'll be fouled in the process and head to the free throw line. The official talks to Eli, not sure what this is about. Might be about how he reacted after the foul. But needless to say, he'll head to the free throw line. No harm, no foul there.
I love the way he drives to the basket. Nobody on this Idaho Falls team has been close to guarding him. He knows what he can get as he puts in the first free throw, which is easy layups. He is his first step with that ball is so quick. He can get past anybody right now. And if you can do that, it also opens up your three-point range and your outside shot. And he's been putting some down as well.
Second one is also good. J.J. Eli with 9. Idaho Falls trying to respond before the half. They trail by 5, 34-29. 48 seconds to go. Cammack to Resendez. He's defended by Mason Baker. Drives left hand, switches to the right. Wild shot. The ball will be punched out of bounds by Sawyer Storms. So Skyline will retain possession. Great turnout on the student sections for both sides. Perfect environment for high school basketball here in the state of Idaho. The Tiger Den at Idaho Falls High School. Tyson Baker gets his man right out of his shoes, and the shot falls. Double digits now for him with 11 points. 36-29, under 10 seconds now in the half. Idaho Falls will hold on to the ball for one last shot. Resendez outside, Sawyer Storms, far side corner, air ball. And that's how we'll go to the half. Good second quarter for Skyline as they respond after being down 22-20 at the end of the first quarter. They've regained the lead. They now lead by 7 heading into halftime. The score here from the Tiger Den at Idaho Falls, Skyline 36 and Idaho Falls 29. We're going to take a break and be back for more. You're watching idahosports.com.
I am extremely proud to be a dairyman. I always wanted to be involved on a dairy with my grandpa and my dad, and it's always been a dream of mine. I eat the same yogurt you eat, the same milk consumers drink. I feed my kids as well, and it's just as important to me to put a good product on that table, knowing it came from a good community of dairymen that work hard. We do everything we possibly can to make sure it's a quality product.
Oh, you caught me in a good mood. I finally got my dream team. Agri-Service now carries the Rogator 700. It's easy to maneuver with 165 horsepower, great fuel economy, and the smart drive system. Pair that with the bad boy tractors, my massive Ferguson 8600 series, and I got power, comfort, technology, and pure performance that no other tractor can match. You want more information? You go to agri-service.com or visit one of their 10 locations near you.
This is my classroom. This is my laboratory. These are my school supplies. This is my study group. And this is my career. North Idaho College. Start here, go anywhere.
Hey, where are you going? Can't get by me. I'm #1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm #1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am the king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
Hey, common sense.
Whoa. Why so slow?
Got internet from the phone company?
And the more things we turn on, the slower everything goes.
No, DSL might have been okay in the past, but not anymore. The more tablets, laptops, and smartphones you have, the more you need the speed of Cable One high-speed internet.
Yeah, I think we've reached a new low and slow.
Yeah. Cable One, it's just common sense.
Congrats. Proud of you. Congratulations. Nice job. 4 out of 5 Idaho adults choose to live life tobacco-free. Way to go, Idaho.
Visit projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Good morning, Grinstitute team. What do we got?
We're eliminating surprise costs by avoiding jargon between our plans, dentists, and patients.
Lovely. Martinez, go.
Ease of access. Telephone answer rates down to 12 seconds.
Thomas?
We're getting Idaho's kids psyched for their very first dental visit. Meet the Grinbot. Maybe I'll keep working on that.
Keep perfecting. Partners in lifelong dental care. We're there.
Well, your child is almost ready for driving in the big league, and that means you're ready for us. Contact a friendly agent today, and we'll show you the kind of service, support, and discounts you'll tell a friend about. Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Idaho. We know Idaho. We grew up here.
Mario and Buddy at Teton Toyota. The Corolla has been a really popular car, and we've sold a lot of them over the years. The new aerodynamic design looks great and allows for better handling and fuel economy. There's updated technology features like navigation, backup camera, USB port, and a full suite of touchscreen apps. Buddy says we have a huge selection of colors and options. Selection and no problem? Sounds like a winner to me. Visit Teton Toyota in Idaho Falls.
You're watching East Idaho Game Night. The Idaho Falls Tigers versus the Skyline Grizzlies. Live on idahosports.com game streams. Presented by the United Dairymen of Idaho.
Halftime score from the Tiger Den here at Idaho Falls High School. The visiting Skyline Grizzlies 36 and the Idaho Falls Tigers 29. Let's run over the scoring for that first half. First, for Idaho Falls, they were led by an outstanding half from Connor Cammack, who had 19. What a job. And most of those were on three-point attempts. He could not miss in that half.
No, what a great job. Just playing out of his mind. That's what he needs to do in the second half if Idaho Falls wants to get back into it. Still kind of into it. 7 points, though, for this Skyline team. They're feeling it. But Cammack, he's got to play out of his mind. You know, I'm talking 40, 45 points for him tonight. He's got to put this team on his shoulders.
And right now he's got 19 of the 29 for the Tigers. The other 10 come in the form of Adam Craig, who has 4, and 3 players with 2 apiece. Zach Bowser, Chase Peterson, and Sawyer Storms. For Clint Cornish and his Skyline Grizzlies, they're going to be led in that first half by Tyson Baker, who has 11. His brother Mason has 9, as well as J.J. Eli and Christian Dean with 7. So the scoring all spread out between 4 players for Skyline, all of which were in their starting lineup. And you talk about the small rotation of players, 6 or 7 of them that get out on the floor, and that's the kind of scoring you're going to see from teams that do that.
Yeah, and they're a small rotation, but like you said earlier, they're well conditioned. They like to play like this. They score a lot of points. They're on pace for about as many points as they usually score. I'm not concerned with their conditioning. I'm more concerned with their foulage. A lot of players are with 2. One's not a big deal, but once you start piling those up like they did, 10-plus fouls in the first half, it's going to cause problems with such a short rotation.
And one of those players with 2 fouls, J.J. Eli, one of the best players on the floor for either side. So if you're Skyline, you've got to make sure that Eli does not get into foul trouble, because you have a bit of a drop-off from him to the next player in line.
Yeah, I think he's got to be careful with those charges. His first step is so quick. He goes so hard into that paint area for those layups. If I was Idaho Falls, I'd look for a couple charges, maybe get him in foul trouble, get him out of the game, and rely on someone else for Skyline. Although, you take Eli out of the game, you got Mason Baker, and he's just doing exactly what he needs to do. Great junior guard. All that he's asked to do, he's doing so far.
And Mason Baker had 35 points the last time these two teams got together here in the first half. Mason has 9 of the 36 for Skyline. 36-29 is the score in favor of the Grizzlies. I'd like to thank one of our great local sponsors. If you're thinking of building a home anytime this year, now is the time to secure financing at Beehive Credit Union. Beehive is the #1 mortgage lender in Madison County, and their main goal is to save you money. Competitive rates, yes. Qualified loan officers, yes. Call Beehive at 656-1000 to speak with a loan officer and get your construction loan now. Visit beehive.org/loans. DSC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 712470. We talked a little bit about what we think Idaho Falls needs to do to get back in this game after only scoring 7 points in that second quarter. And it really starts with Connor Cammack, who slowed down a little bit in that quarter.
Yeah, he slowed down a little bit in the second quarter. I expect him to come out shooting on fire. They cannot get down in this third quarter. If they get down and Skyline can double up what they did in the second quarter, it's a big uh-oh for Idaho Falls.
Another important consideration if you're Idaho Falls was making free throws in that first half.
Yeah, and they did an okay job with it. They got to be automatic from that free throw line. One more point for Skyline. I love their balanced scoring. Everybody on this team is doing exactly what they need to do. Their coach has lined out the roles for them, and they are just filling it perfectly. I want to see more balanced scoring led by Eli and Mason Baker.
You can see Jeff Landers of Local News 8 Sportsline is here. He'll have all the highlights for you of this one later tonight on Sportsline. You can also watch the archive of this game on idahosports.com following the action. And you can buy the game CD for just $14.95 by clicking on the banner on the top side of your webcast player. Make the memories made tonight last a lifetime. Great option for anyone that knows a player in this game. You got a rivalry like this, high-intensity game. They want to remember it for a while. Why not do it in the form of a CD? About ready to get this second half of play underway. And Skyline will have the basketball. Baker, shot off, rebounded by his brother Mason. Now Eli dribbling it around. Cross court, Campbell. Lay-in is good underneath. Caleb Campbell. Idaho Falls trails by 9. Cammack, long jumper off the back rim. Eli kicks off the glass. And a jump ball is going to be called as Adam Craig and Mason Baker were going for the basketball there.
Big couple of minutes in this early third quarter for Idaho Falls. Like I said, they have got to keep within distance.
Craig will try and set up something for Idaho Falls, who's struggled since that first quarter where they put up 22 points. Ball out of bounds. Possession will stay with Idaho Falls. And right now, they got to try and find some easier shots. Maybe get to the rack a little bit and some driving along with their perimeter shooting. That ball again go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers. Slow start to this half. 7:03 to go in the third quarter. 38-29 Skyline. Idaho Falls, a very small team on the floor right now. They're going to really keep it around the arc. Cammack possesses it. He's straight away. Now he's going to drive, goes straight at the defender. Climb over. No foul called. Rebound down low. Chase Peterson lays it in. Good execution by Peterson, cleaning the glass.
And you talk about how Skyline has a kind of a small rotation out. And you say, well, what happens when they face a huge guy? I think it plays advantage for them a little bit with such a nice mismatch on offense. Defense, maybe worry a little bit about it.
Campbell's shot was short. The ball was possessed by Holden Jones, who's quickly fouled.
But like I was saying, on that offensive part, all these players are shooters and slashers. If you can get a nice mismatch, especially Eli, he can go to the hoop every time and dish out for nice three-pointers.
Ball almost picked off by Eli. It'll get out of bounds. So taking it on the near side.
We almost missed a highlight there.
As you can see, we're in the crowd here at Idaho Falls High School. Cammack inside, Jones off the mark, and a jump ball is Jones and Dean who are going for that rebound. Possession arrow to Skyline. Seven-point lead for the Grizzlies on the road. They're 12-1 overall, 4-1 in the conference, trying to improve upon that. Again tonight, number 5 team in the most recent media poll as the ball goes out of bounds. Idaho Falls 5-9, 0-5 in the conference. Trying to get that elusive first conference victory as Sawyer Storms enters the floor as a substitution for the Tigers. Campbell inside, Eli open. Then the defenders come into him, pick up the foul. Eli lays it in. He's got 11 and heading to the charity stripe again.
Such ball awareness and great with the hands down low. He knows how to put those in very easily.
And the free throw is nothing but net. 10-point lead for Skyline, the biggest of the game. Idaho Falls will need an answer, and they'll need it fast. As Howard Hart calls the timeout on the sideline. We're going to keep it right here. As always, I'd like to thank our major partners for making this broadcast possible on IdahoSports.com, the United Dairymen of Idaho, the Idaho High School Activities Association, Farm Bureau Insurance, Cable One TV, phone, and internet, Agri-Service Farm Equipment, and our statewide power booster, Delta Dental of Idaho. Also like to thank our great local sponsors, Local News 8 Sportsline, Z103, Teton, Toyota, and Volkswagen, and Beehive Federal Credit Union. If you're thinking of building a home anytime this year, now is the time to secure financing at Beehive Credit Union. Beehive is the #1 mortgage lender in Madison County, and their main goal is to save you money. Competitive rates? Yes. Qualified loan officers? Yes. Call Beehive at 656-1000 to speak with a loan officer and to get your construction loan now. Visit beehive.org/loans. DSC Equal Housing Lender.